Hey there and welcome. Are you a woman who is unapologetically ambitious, but you're also deeply focused on honoring God, loving your family well, and pursuing meaningful work? Well, you've come to the right place. My name is Dana Byers, and you and I are going to be fast friends. Let's get started. Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Been There, Learned That. This is Dana. I'm so glad you're back here, and I want to start with a little bit of celebration in today's episode. I love statistics. I love numbers. If you don't, just hold on, but I want to start with some stats. So I learned recently some 2024 podcast statistics from Podcast Page, and they put out that out of the 4.3 million podcasts around the globe, only 44% of those get past 3 episodes. Right now, what I'm recording is episode 10, so a much smaller percentage of those podcasts actually get past 10 episodes. And of the podcasts that record 10 episodes or more, only 22% of those are bringing consistent weekly episodes. So I'm celebrating today. I just happened to run across those numbers before I sat down to record, and I thought, okay, this is pretty cool. You and we're meeting here every week. We're getting in touch regularly. I'm seeing some of you sign up for my email list. I'm getting to coach some of you now because you found me through a podcast. I mean, how fun is this? So there's my moment of celebration. Thank you, Jesus, for podcasting and all these new friends I am making. All right. Today, I've got a quick little episode that's going to teach you a wonderful life coaching tool. And this tool is so beautiful. I didn't create it. A lot of us who are coaches use it, though. I couldn't even tell you where it originated. We've been using it in a variety of settings. However, this tool is very simple, but it can be very powerful if you'll let it be, okay? It's called Life Tolerations. I've created a printout for you that you can get for free if you'd like to use that. Go to danabyerscoaching.com/tolerations. I'll put a link to that in the show notes. If you're on my email list, you already have an email in your inbox today that allows you to get that download. You're welcome. All right, so Life Tolerations, this is a coaching tool. If you need to do it immediately, just get out a piece of paper, start writing it down. Please don't do that if you're driving or cooking dinner, but otherwise, you're going to be able to utilize this tool very soon. Okay, so let me ask you, what are you allowing to clutter your mind? There are things that clutter our minds all the time, and that's not a problem. That's part of the human existence. The problem comes when we let our brains run the show. I once heard a coach say that our brains are like toddlers with knives. And that example has really stuck with me. We don't want toddlers running around with knives. They can do a lot of damage. The thing is, toddlers are also wonderful if we appropriately help them navigate life. Well, same with our brain. You are in charge of your brain. It's meant to serve you. It's trying to help you. But if you allow it to get cluttered, it is not going to function the way that you want it to. So the responsibility is on you, but that's actually a good thing because that means you can control that sense of feeling overwhelmed. To some degree, you can control it. So I asked you, what are you allowing to clutter your mind? These tasks or these circumstances, these things, whether they're large or small, they are going to slow down your ability to be present. They're going to drain your mental and your emotional energy. So on this Life Tolerations list, which again, you can get at danabyerscoaching.com/tolerations, on this Life Tolerations list, which is a coaching tool, you're going to write down anything that comes to your mind. I mean, I don't care if it's, fixing the backyard fence or getting gas in your car or getting on the wait list for preschool for your child. I want you to write all the tasks, the decisions that you need to make, the ineffective procedures that you're experiencing that bring you consistent frustration, the projects in your life that have been delayed, that untidy closet at the back of the house, those unanswered emails that you keep snoozing, that you're avoiding responding to, bills you need to pay, unmet expectations, difficult conversations you need to have, and more. Now, I know some of you, just by hearing that list I've shared, you might feel your anxiety go up a little bit. That's not my intent, but we experience and contribute to some of our anxiety by not managing our minds. And one way you can manage your mind is to write these things out. It lets your brain know that you are listening. So whether it's something that's involved in your personal life or your work life, when you get them out of your brain and you do this brain dump onto your life tolerations list, you have taken a very first significant step. You are supporting yourself in this way. When you create your life tolerations list, this is your chance to name what you've been tolerating that's draining your energy. And the circumstance or the task itself might be draining your energy, but it could also be draining your energy just because you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to forget that. That keeps coming back to mind and I'm forgetting about that. Well, this list is your chance to put it in its place. The purpose of the list is just to name the thing. Name them as they come to mind, write them out. The purpose is not to tackle all of them today. Don't hear me say you need to write them all out and start tackling all of them. That would be equally as draining or more draining than not having the list written out, okay? So all I want you to do is write out this list, and then you're going to choose one item, O-N-E, one item from the list to take action on in the next 24 hours. What you're doing here is supporting yourself. You're being your own personal assistant. You're bringing awareness. You're creating this list, and it's going to help your brain begin to organize the tasks. You're going to start to build steady momentum to take action or to delegate or to delete. Hear me say that. You might write some of these things on your list and recognize, you know what, this actually doesn't need to happen at all. But getting them out to look at them visually is going to give you the opportunity to start organizing and making sense of what you actually need to do. So here's what you can expect. You're going to download the Life Tolerations list. You're going to start naming things as they come to mind. Keep that list out in front of you. You might want to keep it on your desk at work or on the counter at home, because once you start allowing your brain to bring things to mind, more things are going to come to mind. You probably won't be able to list them all at once, but that's not a problem because you're in control. You're managing your mind. Once you get it on that paper, you're able to start determining, like I said, when you want to do this, if you need to delegate something, or if you need to delete it and not worry about it at all. You get to coach yourself through a sense of overwhelm and feel more calm and collected in all areas of your life. Okay, friends, this is how you handle life tolerations. This is how you handle all the things that you've been tolerating and allowing. Now you're bringing them to the forefront. You get to take action when you think is best, and you are going to have such a much calmer existence in your life, and you are going to be able to bring a greater sense of calm to other areas of your life as well, because you are managing the things that you've been tolerating with authority and with confidence, and also with a greater sense of peace. Okay, friends, that's how you handle life tolerations. Head on over to danabyercoaching.com/tolerations. Get your life tolerations printout. It's free. And I am excited to hear how this works out for you. See you on the next episode. I'm so glad you joined me for today's episode. I don't know if you know it, but our conversation doesn't actually have to end right here. In fact, if you go on over to danabyercoaching.com, I have a bunch of resources available. Take a look, see what's available, see if any of them would benefit you in the specific season that you're facing in your life right now. I'll see you here next week.